Hey, so I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on the whole mobile game because that's kind of made me put a pause on everything else because I've gotten quite a little obsessed with it. um, so I'm not creating the game myself. All I'm doing is giving another guy the input. So I'm trying to create all the graphics, or I'm trying to do um, the ideas. Now, all of the actual dimensions will be exact, pretty much to the close enough to the inch. All right. Now, all like the turns will be pretty much the exact same as in real life, as long with the steering. So let me just kind of show you what I've done so far. Now, well, I gave him some what my dream is now, and this is basically just a rough thing of what it's going to be like. Now, this isn't on the phone, this is on the computer, but he just now you see these shadows here. All right, these shadows I asked him to create, but um, the reason for now they're not actually shadows; they're blind spots. Now, basically, I told him that I don't want to be able to see anything that I wouldn't be able to see normally from the actual from the cab itself. All right, uh, it kind of did it, but he just did it to the ground. Again, this was just more of a rough. That's fine. You know, this is just the first part, just to understand the physics of it, and it's not. I tried doing this 10 years ago. I tried actually learning how to do this, and it was just so overwhelming, and it kind of gave me the idea of the videos, really. And then, as soon as drones were affordable, that's when I started making my videos. I've had wanted to do this for quite a long time. Um, so now this is just kind of like as obviously, one if you look at the steering wheel, all right, it goes pretty much one rotation is pretty much hard 90 on the steers, and obviously it doesn't do that. It goes to like 45 degrees, but we have to still kind of figure that out yet. Um, as well, there's a few other stuff too that's going to have to be brought up. Let's go ahead and just get this into like a 90-degree. There we go. All right. As you all, if you've ever been in a truck, all right, if you pointed your steers straight and you tried straightening up, it wouldn't do it in this short a distance. It kind of makes me think that the that the axles are around here, but they're not. I think they're back there. Like if you can see when I'm actually driving. All right, let's just go ahead and just drive it around here for a second, trying to pretend the steers only go that distance, but so yeah, the reason why I do that, the reason why, let's say I was backing up into this position here, right? There we go. I'd probably have myself set up in something in a position like this. Now you wouldn't be able to see any of this. You would be able to see here, but you wouldn't be able to see anything back here. And I've yet to adjust. I don't think you'd be able to see any of this here, so we're going to have to bring this black area to around here. But yeah, so what I did for him is that I sent him this kind of a video of what I picture everything to be, right? Now, especially with the controls. Controls are very important. Now, basically, I feel like you could just do this having the. I don't think you need to turn it, but if you do turn it, I'm hoping that the truck still points straight up, like north. All right. Now, swiping is basically what we're going to be doing. So if you swipe to the left, one rotation to the left, swipe again. Now it's going to take 4 swipes to get the steering wheel all the way to the right. Now, if you go fast, that's fine. All right. I just didn't want, because steering is very precise in backing. You can't just have one rotation and it goes all the way to the left. All right. Now, as well, you bring your finger, you can adjust it. All right. I was actually kind of very proud of this animation myself. Um, as well, when you click the get out and look button, now you can turns all the blind spots, turns them all off, and now you're able to see anywhere you want. Basically, you're getting out and looking and able to see what's going on. I do believe when in this position too, I think it'd be okay to zoom in and out. I have no problem with that. I don't think that'll make it any harder. It'll just kind of, if you want to see a little bit closer here, but you're always going to be able to see the steering wheel and the steers. All right. Um, yeah, so you'll be able to pinch. I do believe 2 fingers, and you'll be able to just pinch anywhere you want and just go wherever you want, and that's you're getting out and looking. Now there's going to be a lot of um, I'll tell you about the scoring, how I want the scoring. And hey, if you guys have any ideas on the scoring system, I'll give you mine first, and then tell me what you think. And I'm going to be showing you a bunch of the maps that I've created as well. Now, I'm not actually going to be creating these. I'm just coming up with the outline. He's going to pretty much do the the graphics part of it. It's not my field yet. I haven't learned how to create video games yet, but it is a challenge. So first of all, so let's go to my this one here. Now, basically, these are some of the maps. Like this would be the offset back. All right. Um, pretty simple. Now you'll be able to choose as well. Hold on a second before I go into the maps. You're going to be able to choose the trailers. I believe. We'll see. Maybe there'll be like a practice mode where you can choose whatever trailers, and then when you're going through like the campaign, you got to be in this particular truck in this particular trailer, or maybe you want to do the whole campaign in a certain trailer. I've yet to see. I'm only like 2 weeks into this, but in America, we have the pretty much the standard 53-foot trailer. We got a spread axle. I see a lot of Costco's have their axles forward as well. Um, Maybe if you leave in the comments the exact distance. If there's, I've never driven spread axles before. Um, but all I know is that like the reason why the spread axle is because of you can actually put a maximum of 20,000 pound in each axle, as long as they are like I think it's 10 feet apart. Okay, whatever. I'm blabbering. So 53-foot trailer again with another more spread axle. Now this one is where your axles are all the way forward, and if you, I have this measurement here for a reason. Uh, so 40 foot. This is where the 40-foot mark would be. So you can have that option. Again, axles all the way to the rear, 4-axle, 3-axle. And again, your 48-foot trailer. I'm not too sure if they can slide forward or backwards or not, but hey, it's a game. We can do whatever we want. Of course, the combination of a Rocky Mountain double, I do believe, is 35 foot and 20 feet in the rear. So I'm going to have to get a dolly created so we can do that. Oh, another trailer. I just thought of one there now as well, which I will add. Would be the B train, I think it's called. It's basically it's doubles, but see in regular doubles you have 3 pivot points. You got your regular pivot point in the kingpin. You got another pivot point here with a pintle hook, and then the fifth wheel on the second trailer. On B trains, I hope I'm not trying to give you any wrong information here. If it's something else, leave in the comments what it is. I think it's a B train. Now I found this image that I bought actually. I suppose this is a long nose Pete or something along that. So the turning radius would not be as good as it would be in your standard sleeper truck. All right, so I will make sure that kind of happens too. All right, make it a little more difficult, more challenging. It's still the whole game's still up in the air yet. When it comes to exactly how it's going to look. Again, you got your day cab, and you got your day cab with a single axle. All right. Now for my European friends, we have this is basically the dimensions, and I did a lot of research on this. All right, and hopefully I got it right. But the different trucks, different rules. So there's going to be no truck that is going to be more than 12. What's it? 13? Hold on. What does that say? So 13.65 meters, and a lot of time their axles, their kingpin is whatever this is. What did I put that at? 1.5 meters. So I can't remember. But anyway, sort of like here, if you look at this, basically the goal, because they're trying to minimize as much room in here as possible. So when they do rotate the trailer, it doesn't actually hit the cab there, okay? Now it won't hit the cab till it gets around here, and we might even allow that in the game as well. All right. Same thing for here. Again, it's going to stretch the airlines out, but you're not going to dock points for that. You'll just get dock points for hitting something. You'll get dock points if it does this. All right. I will try to make it as good, somewhat realistic as possible. So yeah. Now the maps. Sorry. Okay. So like there's going to be some. Okay, here will be some of them. Oh yeah, and if you do have other maps ideas, especially in the UK, if you give me the address of the actual place that you would like me to put a map of, yeah, send me like maybe a screenshot, and if you can draw on your phone, great. tell me the exact dock and where just the information I'd need, like this information here, right? This is the starting position. This would be the finish position. This is a simple angle back. All right, your blind side back. Um, and of course, if you're in England, it'll be in reverse. Maybe I'll put it like I suppose like maybe like a British flag where these are the conditions that you would have for England. Basically, everything would be reversed. All right, because I know in the rest of Europe, it'll be just you're driving on the same side of the road as we are over here in the US. All right. Okay. Yeah. Like, it could be something like this. It could just I actually did take this image from Google Maps. So basically, here, let's do this. There we go. So what is this? I actually did this back in one of my videos. This is a Costco, and it was backing up into it. So obviously these little crates here aren't there, but I don't. When I do create it, I'll kind of put the name of the address or whatever. So oh yeah, this was a tough back. Where is the dock? Here was the dock. So first of all, I had to back into this one. This was crazy. This was during when it was a line and a half around Costco trying to get in to get paper towels, and guess what I was delivering? Paper towels, and so I had to back up into this space first with a crowd of people watching. I I did it in one shot. I was very proud of myself. But then they wanted me to go into this dock here, and of course you can use all this area. So I would draw this out basically. I would put a line or put cars or put whatever buildings and recreate the situation so you can have a shot at it. Um, what's this one? Oh yeah, this was kind of a tough dock as well. I think the docks are over here. Yeah, the docks were over here, but you had very little room, and I had my axles all the way back, and it just yeah, because there was these concrete. Whoops, there was these concrete things that were kind of getting in my way. I probably should have backed up with my axles forward, so I had a better so I had more room to play with. What are the other ones? So, oh yeah, where was the stock? I just did this recently. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But anyway, it depends on the situation. Depends if there's a bunch of trucks connected, and if you want to make it difficult or whatever, it just if there's a situation that you've actually come across, please, like send me it. If a drawing would be great. This is a Costco in Marina del Rey in Southern California, and sometimes can be difficult. Like you can't pull a U-turn down here. You got to set yourself up over here, and you're kind of blind because you can't see exactly where the dock is. You just got to get it back there, and then you do slight little maneuvering underneath this awning here. And oh, this one was crazy. This one I did not believe. I asked for I did the directions on my Qualcomm, and in the bottom of it was like in and it was saying really tight dock, really, 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 really tight dock. It is very hard, and I was like, whatever, I got this. I got this. Must have been a newbie. It was a tough dock. It was a very tough dock. It was a very tough dock. It didn't have to be, but I made it be because you're under pressure because you got a bunch of cars coming down this way. You have to like what I did. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, so this is a one way. This is a concrete. I was backing up into this dock right here. Now, when you are backed up to it completely, you're actually sticking out past the curb when you are completely backed up. All right. So if you manage to get into position, if you manage just to get it in a little bit, you got to do a lot of maneuvering just to go back and forth, and then you got to wait for traffic to stop. It was a nuisance. I ended up pulling a U-turn over here and then coming back this way, waited for traffic to go. Kind of went against the traffic. There was no traffic. So again, I'm just borrowing it. But then I had to quickly back in because a guy came out of this position way down here, and I basically ended up over here. So then I had to blindside it, and I luckily enough I had a truck that was waiting here, and he was kind of spotting me, and yeah, I got it in there, whatever. But this is what's great. You'll be able to experience this for yourself. I'll even maybe have cars come down here, so you're limited on that. Um, yeah, like here, this is May Trucking's yard in Brooks. This is their little obstacle course that they have drivers do. You got and it's very good. It's very clever. Um, so I'll even put this in for new drivers. You know, basically you drive around here. It kind of shows you your swing of the front of your trailer as well, and all the dimensions will be exact. Your turning radius will be the same, and everything will be the same. And just I'm trying to create as much maps as possible. So back to the other maps that I was talking about earlier, and now so for this one, excuse me, this would be the finished part. You'll be able to do a pull forward in here. You wouldn't be able to do a complete straight back, so you're going to have to maneuver, back it in somewhat. Then I don't think you're going to be able to get this in one shot, and then you just do a pull forward and back in. So we got your bit of an angle back. You start off in this position, pull over here, finish here. Seems simple. This would be one of the easier ones. But remember now, right? This will be all blacked out. All right. When you're in this position, you won't be able to see here. You'll only be able to see everything on the left, and then you'll be able to see everything when we're straight. So it'll make it a lot difficult. You know, starting off, you'll have the option maybe I don't know to play the game without any of the blind spots, but I don't want to reward you for not having that. I don't know. I just maybe you can turn it off, but you won't get as many stars or something. We'll figure that out. Like my goal, come here, let me go back to this for a second. So my goal, when you're in reverse, this is hopefully we can. I'm sure it'll be able to happen, right? When you're in reverse, when you're turning the steering wheel, all right. For every maybe I don't know, you start off with maybe 1,000 points, but when you're in reverse and every time you turn the steering wheel, past a certain point, like in a, like in Wheel of Fortune when you roll when you roll the wheel, click 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 click. So basically every 10 degrees there'll be a click, and you're just going to lose some points because I want you to work on your pull forwards. Your pull forward is very important because when you're pull forwarding, your chances are you're not going to be hitting anything. All right, because you're going forward. All right, so as well, the less steering you do, the more control you are of the trailer. It's just going to be one of those challenging. If you want to get that extra star at the end or something, uh, like a lot of the time when I'm backing up, I maintain like this angle right here, right? I'll maintain that. Let's go to the game for a second. Let's see if I can even pull it off. Where is the game? Okay, so let's say, so right there, see that angle right there? Okay, there we go. See, yeah, this is not exact because I gotta like constantly touch the. So like if I was in reverse right now, you can kind of see. All right, I want you to. Okay, let's whatever this. I actually don't know what this handle does. It doesn't do anything. I think it's just a picture right now. All right. Sometimes when you're backing up, I like to maintain a certain angle, and you'll be able to tell here in a second, right? So as you can see, so I would turn a little bit to the left, turn to the right. There we go. I think we're able to maintain it. Oh, okay. Well, so I'm maintaining that angle right now. I think I might be actually jackknifing a little bit too much. So this is really fast right now. And no, okay, that angle is maintained. Boom. Okay. So now again with the point system, if you hit something, you lose you lose points. If you back it up in one shot, your chances are you probably get like 3 stars for that. We have some figuring out to do. We have some figuring out to do. I want some achievements. All right, not So basically, if you back it in, well, fair enough. Good, you did a good job. You get 1 star as long as you didn't hit anything. All right, you'll be able to get to the next level. But if you hit something, yeah, you can finish. You can finish the course out, but you won't be able to get to the next level. Anyway, I keep to very okay. All right, well, other ones. There'll be like the blind side angle back. You see a lot of those ones in truck stops. This would be the 90 degree. You take the truck. You start off around here, and then you pivot around into it. This would be the 45. Yeah, this basically be the 45. I can't actually, you know, this wouldn't be the actual position you would get into. Let me just. Why am I even bothering doing this? I don't know. That's probably where the trailer would be. And get into this position. All right. What else do I have here? Whoopsie daisy. Is that it? Offset. Okay. Did we talk about the offset? Okay. Yeah. Anyway. zoom out there for a second. All right, you'd start off from here, back your way in, just like you would in school. 90 degree, where we got the angle back. Da da. Okay, parallel parking. All right, simple. Drive over here, or whatever way you want to do it. You know, it's up to you. If I think in school you're gonna have to make sure you start from this position, and then you well, work your way in there. All right. The U-turn back, one of my favorite ones. Basically, meaning as in like you got to get in here. There's only one way to do it. You got to get yourself all positioned and back it in. Obviously, this will make a lot more sense when the game's actually out, and I'll build a controller for you. This one is just moving from this base to this base, and maybe if you do it in the least amount of steers or moves in reverse, like my goal would be to get yourself into this position. That way, all you have to do is a simple straight back. All right. Yeah, here's another one. This is a setting up for a straight back. So you start off over here, maybe turn roughly around here. It'll do your maneuver, and you know the turning radius will be the exact same thing as it is in real life as well. Yeah, the whole scoring system that's going to be it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be a bit challenging, I suppose. Um, you know, but it is important that is pretty exact, and I do believe you actually will be able to learn. You will be able to learn. So anyway, send to my email addresses, well, whatever, what is it? My trucking skills at gmail.com. Send me any ideas that you want. Maybe some examples of some scoring system. Leave it in the comments. Yeah, good. So yeah, that's pretty much it so far. So a lot of my time and energy is going towards that, this game. Haven't made any videos except this one, so hey, give it a thumbs up. Share my videos, watch my videos, comment on my videos, like them especially. All right, you guys take care now. Good luck. Bye bye.